Thank you for taking a moment to review Nystrom Education's Exploring Where and Why, Our Country's History, 5th grade program. There are two keys to the success of Exploring Where and Why: the instructional strategies and the components. Combined, they provide positive learning experiences for all students. Nystrom Education has been publishing educational social studies materials for over 110 years now. Our goal is to help students understand where they are in the world and why it matters. Nystrom products provide experiences directly related to academic success and facilitate greater social studies literacy through content that builds both background knowledge and key skills. Nystrom's Exploring Where and Why programs are a carefully scaffolded and spiraling set of hands-on programs that build from one grade level to the next. They teach the key concepts of history, geography, economics, and civics while reinforcing reading, writing, language development, and academic vocabulary. The activity-based lessons integrate hands-on and print materials as they build social studies concepts and skills. These hands-on programs give every child an opportunity to succeed. Each component isn't an extra, they are the core. Lessons are completely activity-based. That's why there are no textbooks. Instead, children interact with the components. The components are fully integrated into a carefully planned instructional model with strategies to engage children of differing ability levels and learning styles. With so many options, every kid can find something to engage with. It develops responsible citizens in the community, country, and world. It develops multicultural awareness and sensitivity. It reinforces reading, writing, math, and science, and develops critical thinking skills. Exploring Where and Why integrates frequent assessment and evaluation. It simulates a variety of intelligences and provides learning opportunities for diverse student populations to ensure success for all students. Nystrom's instructional model for the Exploring Where and Why program provides specific, repeated, systematic exposure to content. First, students acquire knowledge through whole class instruction. Then, they apply it with the hands-on activities. Next, they need to reorganize the knowledge using graphic organizers, and finally, they'll write about it through the writing prompts. This series moves the students' focus from the world they know best, their neighborhood and community, to the large, less familiar world, the state of Florida, the United States, and the world. The lessons integrate the social sciences of history, civics, culture, economics, and geography in age-appropriate contexts. Exploring Where and Why builds a framework for studying people and places near and far, and how neighborhoods and communities change over time. In this video, we are going to introduce you to the Exploring Where and Why, Our Country's History, 5th grade program. Students begin linking history and geography by studying where things happened in order to better understand how and why things happened. Let's take a closer look. The following group of 5th graders are working on Lesson 28, Revolutionary War Battles, from Unit 3 in the Our Country's History Teacher's Guide. This specific lesson meets Florida State Standard SS 5A 5.5, 5.7, 5.8, and SS 5C 2.1, 2.2, 2.4, and 2.5.
Map B in your atlas, I want you to take your finger. I want you to take your finger with me, and we're going to outline the 13 colonies. You trace it with your finger. Trace it with your finger. 13 colonies. Good, we're tracing it. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to find those same areas on the activity map. Okay, let's trace that now on your activity map.
The teacher guide provides detailed, scripted, step-by-step lesson plans, which helps to reduce the amount of planning time required by the teacher. It is divided into 6 history units. Each unit has an introductory lesson. Additional lessons in the unit take closer looks at a specific historic event or topic. A timeline lesson that engages students in developing a chronological overview of the time period is also included within each unit.
top, I want you guys to write Revolutionary War. Let me write that on the board because you may not remember how to spell revolutionary yet. So let's write Revolutionary War.
Finally, the unit ends with an assessment that focuses on key understanding and reviews what students learned. Each lesson in the Teacher's Guide calls into use specific pages in the Our Country's History Atlas. The teacher's pages for each lesson provide a list of objectives, materials, teaching strategies that tie directly to the objectives, discussion questions, and an answer key. There are 49 lessons broken up into 6 units in the Our Country's History Teacher's Guide. Units are in chronological order, from 1400 through current times. The 5th grade Florida Teaching Supplement provides supplemental state-specific lessons, plus a week-by-week curriculum map keyed to Florida State Social Studies standards, making our 5th grade program remarkably easy to teach. Kids love how hands-on the lessons are, and teachers love how well kids learn when they are looking, moving, listening, talking, touching, when they are completely engaged. In exploring where and why, all components are core components. They work together to give students a variety of opportunities to build deep understanding. The complete program includes 1. Our Country's History Teacher's Guide, 1. Florida Grade 5 Teacher Supplement, 30 Our Country's History Atlases, 1 set of 6 9-inch 5th grade activity globes, 15 fold-out activity maps, 6 raised relief United States desk maps in a 3D landscape, fine-tipped markers, and a Grade 5 literacy library, which provides 12 different trade books that can introduce or support program content. The activities for each book will engage students by expanding concepts, reinforcing skills, and making cross-curricular connections in reading, math, social studies, critical thinking, writing, science, and art. It is important to note that this Grade 5 curriculum gives teachers so much more than what they can see on the cart. There are more than 500 supplemental lessons available within the Grade 5 digital package. These lessons help 5th graders transition from the fun of the cart's hands-on activities to the serious rigor expected of middle school students. They challenge students to analyze visual primary sources, debate the implications of primary source documents, apply Common Core skills to close reading of simple and complex texts, tackle grade-appropriate document-based questions. The Florida Grade 5 digital package includes week-by-week curriculum maps that list both the print and digital lessons for meeting state standards, a downloadable teacher's guide with reproducible handouts, a digital Our Country's History Atlas, digital maps and mapping tools, and digital history maps. Thank you for taking the time to consider our program for adoption. The Exploring Where and Why Our Country's History 5th grade program provides a hands-on approach to learning. It's not just that the program meets the Florida State standards, it's that your kids will meet the standards and they will better understand where they are in the world and why it matters.